Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast. This is the Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast.
G'day everybody, welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast. Hope you're having an absolute cracker. It's been a really good last couple of weeks actually for trading, and it's just been patience that's been paying off really well. We're starting to see a little bit more momentum coming back. Let's hope we stay with that, and we do see this market sort of crack through and start to get a bit of bullish sentiment back. Because I tell you what, when we see the market moving to the upside, we do get a lot more opportunities, because to short the market at the moment, you are sort of a little bit limited with what you can actually trade. Obviously, you can go long against Bitcoin on anything, so there's a lot more opportunity if the market goes up. I prefer to see the market go up for obvious reasons. My investments do well, yours do too, and the old saying, even a turkey can fly in a hurricane. I'm more than happy to see everybody do well, even if they don't really know what they're doing. I'd rather see everybody share the wealth than not. So it's good to see some things coming back. While we're waiting for the direction to come back, and while we're waiting for it to get really, really nice, thought I'd come in and just go over something that I think is quite important. The reason why I keep it nice and simple. So I have for a long time followed the KISS principle, which some will say keep it simple, stupid. I just say keep it simple. And there's a reason for that. Now, I'm a bit of a logical thinker. I'm pretty structured in the way I do most things, because I believe that's the best way for me to get the most out of myself. Now, of course, in my normal life, my non-business life, I do like to be spontaneous, not have any plans. It's almost like polar opposites. When I'm in business or trading, I plan everything out to a T. When I'm not, I don't want to plan anything. You ask my partner, she's like, we've got something on Saturday. I'm like, oh, why have we got to plan something again? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I keep things nice and simple within that plan. So yes, I plan everything. I structure everything. I execute everything to a set of rules and to a guideline. It might seem like it's overwhelming. It might seem like there's a lot to do, and there is. You've got trading plans, you've got risk recovery plans, you've got plans around when to pull out of the market so you don't spiral. You've got plans on how to get back in after a losing streak. You've got plans on how to take profits, plans on how to increase your capital. There's plans around literally everything within trading. Now, because there are so many things, it is quite important, I believe, to make things nice and simple. Easy to do, because if it's not easy to do, you probably won't do it. And all of these things are incredibly important. Also add to that your screenshots. So keeping it simple allows me to get the job done without wasting too much time, I suppose, or losing my interest. Because when you are, when you do start out, you've got to do all of these jobs. You've got to do all of the things that come together to make a good trader. But at that time, you might not be getting the rewards. So you might be going, oh, geez, I'm putting a lot of time and effort into this, but it's not really paying a great deal. That's okay, because that's like every business. You're not going to get instant returns. You've got to do the work first, then the money will follow. So I keep things simple, and that's the reason why I've got written checklists on my courses. These written checklists are not just for courses, it's just how I trade, and it just happened to work out very, very well when educating other people. The reason I've done this is because I make individual decisions. I don't look at a chart and combine everything together. Okay? Look, when I look at a chart, naturally my head now goes to a place where I've got a pretty good understanding. I can see everything sort of coming together at the time, but I still look across the checklist. I still work through and go, hang on, have I got this? Have I got this? Okay, cool. When I started out though, I literally gave in to the process. I literally said, look, all I'm going to do is what I've been told and follow that, and that is all. Because that is what I've been told is going to get me success. I stopped trying to be successful, and I started doing the right things. The reason I keep it nice and simple is because that's what works for me. Philosophy 1. If it's easy to do, if it's easy to get right, it's harder to get wrong. So if you make it nice and simple, it's a lot more difficult to get confused and get caught up and miss the point. If it's nice and simple, it leads to an outcome that is generally nice and simple. Everything comes back to buying or selling. Everything comes back to the trend. Who's in control, buyers or sellers? My process for trading is asking the right questions. Do I have this? Yes or no? Do I have this? Yes or no? And I go through a series of these questions to get to an outcome. Now, keeping it simple is not just around the trade. It's around your screenshots. I use PowerPoint. I just go, snipping tool, whack, grab the screen, dump it, whack the screen, dump it. And I have each PowerPoint slide will have a time frame. Then at the very beginning, I'll at the top of the slideshow, I'll have what it was, say BTC USD, and then a description as to what I'm looking at and what I'm going to do for that trade. Again, nice and simple. At the end of each week, I look at all those trades, combine them together, and do a weekly report. Again, it's just bullet points in a PowerPoint with the outcome. Nice and simple. And then I bring all that information into one place, which I collate how many trades, how many were flawless, how many were not, how many were profits, how many were losses, and then the overall position. Sorry, not how many, and also how many were flawless. That's the big one. How many flawless trades did I have? It doesn't matter how many winners or losers. I don't record that. I got that wrong. It's whether they're flawless. Are the trades flawless or not? And that's by going back through the screenshots and going through my checklist. When it comes to my trading plan, again, I think it's just 2 pages. It's nice and simple. It's broken into chunks, so I don't have to absorb it all in one read. I go through little chunks. When it comes to my recovery plan, bullet points. I try and break everything down and make it very, very simple, because if it's not too difficult to do, more than likely you're going to get it right and continue to do it, guys. So with your trading, investing, with what you're doing, and just everything in life, if you try and keep it simple, it tends to work out better for you in the short term and the long term, guys. So don't forget, as always, if you like this show, please share it across your Slacks, your Discords, Telegrams, Facebook groups, and anywhere else you can, because like I say, the more people that listen, the better the guests that I get to interview, and I'd like to do more of it, as well as the fact that I just want a bit of help. Cheers, guys. Have a great day. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast. Check out tradercobb.com because experience matters.